And the central government is very, very closely monitoring the rescue operations that are underway currently in Uttarakhand. Home Minister Amidst has also met with members of parliament from Uttarakhand in parliament. Now we understand and government sources have told us that the Home Minister is personally monitoring the situation and ensuring that whatever help needs to be provided by the central government, that immediately reaches Uttarkashi. At this point, the confirmation that's come in is that a team of NDRF, 80 army personnel are all headed to Uttarakhand. There are 4 army choppers that are also currently on standby. The biggest challenge is to actually get to that spot with the amount of silt and slush that's gathered in these areas. Let me bring in Ashutosh Mishra, who's currently, as we speak, headed to Uttarkashi to that particular site. Ashutosh, in these kind of operations, time is of the essence. And so the biggest challenge for officials, rescue teams, will be to get to that spot itself.
Well, actually reaching to the particular site, of course it is difficult, but we know they are Army, the SDRF, NDRF, these are trained personnel and they are always ready for the rescue, search operations or any sort of relief during these kind of devastation. But the biggest hostile, Akshita, at this moment is the weather, because we have a standby of Chinook, we have standby of ALH, we have standby of Mi-17. All these choppers are also put on standby as we having the information in different from Chandigarh, Bareilly, Saharanpur, Sarsava, all these airbases. So, in fact, the Air Force, adding on Air Force in the rescue and relief operation will be more beneficial. But the biggest challenge is actually the hostile weather. Now we have what you're also saying in Harsil, that literally a river that was flowing is now turning into a lake. So if the water is continually, collecting in that particular area, eventually that will make another difficulty, that will add more difficulties to that. Subsequent to that, the structure, multiple such structures have gone under the debris. So clearly the biggest challenge in the midnight is first to go and identify these areas. We have different machineries that is being moved on to the rescue site, to the incident site. Despite all the sorts of the night, the dark or the lights, the agencies will carry out such operation. But the biggest challenge is style. If there is a orange alert issued, there will be constant rainfalls, and in that case make everything very difficult. Of course, this is going to be a challenging night for all the operations, all the agencies who are involved for the rescue, search and relief operations. It's going to be a more task for all of them. But tomorrow onwards, there will be first sight of a live. In fact, not only that particular place, in fact, across Bhagirathi river, administration has been warning people do not venture out to the riverside areas, because eventually when the water comes down, clearly it is likely to, there will be a rise in a water level. But that's what we are hearing from the other side, that several people who are still missing, finding them out, also the people near the low-lying areas for their evacuation. So there are a lot of priorities that the agencies are now working on. We are seeing more and more rescue efforts, and boots on the grounds are being dispatched for the from the NDRF, from the SDRF, from the Army, from the Air Force. Akshita.
All right, Ashutosh, thanks for those details. Ashutosh will be getting us ground reports in some time from now. As he's pointed out, the weather is a big challenge.